Alright, so hey guys and welcome back to another Python tutorial. This video is a bit delayed, but I'm just going to finish off the series we started on Python for absolute beginners. So in this video what I'm going to teach you is we're going to learn about 3 modules that you're going to be using quite often in Python, which are quite useful. And we're also going to learn about loops. So we're just going to learn about the while loop in this tutorial. First of all, what are modules? Modules are more like pre-written programs within Python. They're stored in the library, which make life a lot easier. So when you want to use a module, you need to import them first. So first we're going to do the time. So I'm just going to put a hash and disable the other 2 imports. And the way you know that an import has been successful is when you run this. For example, if I run this right now, it should just give us a dash like this. If not, it's just gonna give us an error saying that there was an error trying to import this, or there is no such module known as time. Once you have time imported successfully, what you want to do next is, so for this one, we're just gonna create like a stopwatch type of program using the time module. Okay, so we'll say print welcome to the stopwatch program, and after which we're gonna need the input from the user. So the input from the user is gonna be time equals, it's gonna have to be an integer input, so integer input, please enter the time you would like the stopwatch to run for. Okay, so once the user has entered the time he wants the stopwatch to run for, what we do next is we take that time, so we say time. Before any of that, what we also need to do is put this into a loop so that it keeps running. Let me show you how it works. So you're gonna select all of this and click tab at least 3 times, and then you type in while true, or you can also do while 1. It's the same thing. It just means run infinite times until the program is killed or stopped. So once these 2 lines have been ran, the program's gonna go back here and it's gonna start all over again and again and again until you stop it. So what we want to do next is we want to take the time that the user's given us and do time equals time minus 1. Okay, that wouldn't make sense for now, but just hold on for a second. Alright, so what time the user's given us, every time we pass through one loop, we're going to take it away from 1 until it reaches 0. So we say the next line is going to be time dot sleep for 1 second, because every time the loop runs, it's going to run for 1 second and going to sleep for 1 second. So that will count as a time distance of like 1 second, how a stopwatch works initially. So we'll say if time equals 0. So if the time has reached 0, that would obviously mean the time that the stopwatch was running has come to an end. So if it equals 0, we're gonna do a system. So for this time we're gonna need the system module. So take away the hashtag from the import system, and now the system module can be used. So we're gonna say SYS stands for system, and then we do a dot exit. So what this will do is kind of kill the loop and stop the program so that it doesn't run again. That's what should happen, because we're ending the program since the stopwatch has done its job. We'll print time's up. You could also do like music or voice tones based on the modules you're using, but we shall do that in another tutorial. So Now we're just gonna run this program and see if it works. We're just gonna run that real quick. Oh right, my bad. So you need to import sys not system, and then we're gonna enter the time we want the system to run, which is 5. Integer has right. So since the time module has been imported, this variable is clashing with the module, so we will rename the variable to time input and do that everywhere. Time input. I completely forgot that it's gonna clash with the module name as well, and we should be good to go after that. Just change the name to time input or something else for now. Right. We want this to run for 5 seconds. Okay. That didn't work very well. So what we're gonna do every time the program sleeps is we're also gonna print the time input. Input. So we can see how many seconds are going by actually. Right, so it says 2. Welcome to 141. Right. Something wrong with the program. Just gonna try and figure that out. So if time input equals 0, system.exit, blah blah blah. Okay, so the problem is that this should be outside the loop. These two statements should be outside the loop. We'll leave them outside the loop since they keep repeating otherwise, and that's causing the problem. Once this is outside the loop, it should work perfectly according to me. So we want this to run for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. And now it's functioning perfectly. All we have to figure out is why this doesn't come up. So the reason that doesn't come up is it needs to go above the system.exit before the whole program's killed. We'll run that again, and we'll make the stopwatch run for 3 seconds this time. 2, 1, 0, time's up. So you have successfully learned 2 modules right now, which are how to make the use of time and how to make the use of system. Now we're going to carry on to making the use of random. We used this module before to create a game where a random number was generated every time. Now I'm just going to show you how I did it. So this can be used to produce random characters or numbers. For this tutorial we're going to stick to numbers, so we're going to say number equals random dot rand integer. So we say a range from 1 to 10. So we would like a random number between 1 to 10. And while we are running inside the loop, we're just going to print the number every time. So we do print number, and hopefully we should get a random number every time. Okay, so this goes inside the loop as well, otherwise it's going to produce only one number. Put that in the loop, and essentially, as you see here, we have random numbers being produced every time. If I put a time.sleep there for 1 second, you could see it more clearly because it's gonna take a break before it prints the next number out. So yeah, that's how you use the random module. And that was kind of it for today's tutorial, guys. Hope you've liked the video. Please make sure to help me reach my target subscribers of 1,000. And until the next one, peace out.